Gross hypocrite, godless atheist. Who said it? Trump or Clinton? Well, neither. It was associates of Jefferson and Adams trading barbs. That's Thomas Jefferson and John Adams.
A man you can bait with a tweet.
Lying, crooked Hillary.
The fact is, all this name-calling and dirty campaigning is nothing new. Take the election of 1828. John Quincy Adams versus Andrew Jackson in another political brouhaha. Adams taking aim at Jackson, asserting that Jackson didn't know how to spell, was too uneducated to become president, while newspapers portrayed his wife Rachel as a short, fat dumpling. Jackson shot back, claiming that Adams had sold his wife's maid as a concubine to the Tsar of Russia. The election of 1860, another political slugfest, this time Abraham Lincoln versus Stephen Douglas. Douglas accusing Lincoln of hypocrisy on the issue of temperance, claiming that Lincoln himself had once operated a grocery store that sold hard liquor, causing quite the stir. Lincoln's reply? That if that was the case, then surely Douglas was his best customer. In the election of 1912, Theodore Roosevelt called his opponent, William Howard Taft, a fathead with the brains of a guinea pig. Taft and Kaine calling Roosevelt's followers neurotics. Modern campaigns have seen their fair share of nastiness too.
Nixon now.
Turn to 1972. Senator Edward Muskie of Maine, then a front-runner for the Democratic nomination. That is until the conservative Manchester Union Leader newspaper ran two pieces. One article planted by the Nixon White House accused Muskie of using racial slurs against French Americans. The second implying Muskie's wife enjoyed smoking, drinking, and cursing in an unladylike way.
By attacking me, by attacking my wife, he has proved himself to be a gutless coward.
But it was also reported at the time Muskie broke down and cried, sending a message that he couldn't handle the heat and sending his campaign into a tailspin. In 1988, George H.W. Bush let loose on Mike Dukakis.
Michael Dukakis has opposed virtually every defense system we developed,
asserting he didn't support the military and stating that Dukakis thought a naval exercise is something you find in Jane Fonda's exercise books. Bush went on to win. And in 2000, George W. Bush's campaign was accused of starting a whisper campaign that his primary opponent, John McCain, had fathered an illegitimate black child. His daughter, Bridget, was actually adopted from Bangladesh. But the false rumor had its intended effect, stalling McCain's momentum, and Bush, of course, went on to win. Another example of how, even though it's ugly,
Hillary Clinton is a bigot.
This is someone who retweets white supremacists online.
it can work. Gary